the soda. Ruby boys ain't know us. All fast money, no slow bucks. No one can control.
Yo, what is up guys, my name is Desma and welcome to this video where I'll be showing you the newest details that we've received regarding gameplay for the next Assassin's Creed game, Empire. So I'll be kind of going more in depth and kind of showing you guys what my thoughts and opinions are on the details that we've received on the gameplay. So before we get in this video, if you could drop a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. If we can get this video to 15 likes, that'd be really appreciated. The recent support on my videos have been absolutely amazing and I'd like you guys to continue that. Also, if you guys could subscribe, that'd be really appreciated. It'll help me keep me more motivated to create quality content for you guys. And yeah, pretty much without any further ado, let's get started. So the first detail that we're going to be talking about is that the game will have no recycled content or very little to none recycled content. So what this means is that the game won't be the same thing over and over again. It won't have the same story, it won't have the same gameplay, and it'll become something completely new, and it will differentiate itself from the other Assassin's Creed games. So the gameplay regarding this detail would mean that it will completely differentiate itself from the Anvil engine, meaning that it will be different kill motions, different kill cams, and it would be a different style to what the previous Assassin's Creed games were. Also, it means that the story won't be completely different because of the fact that the Assassins vs Templar story is a bit repetitive, and the fact that throughout every single Assassin's Creed game the main boss or the main guy is a Templar and you're just fighting Templars throughout the whole thing is kind of repetitive, and I think they should try and remove that and make Templars a bad guy, but not necessarily the bad guy. The negatives of this detail would be that Unity was supposed to be a game with no recycled content, and look what it became. It became one of the worst games. With a new engine, they absolutely effed it up. What they can try and do is try and move away from Unity and try and forget about Unity and try and make a completely different engine to Empire, but make it also good, don't make it crap. So yeah, in my opinion, I believe that this no recycled content idea is alright for sometimes. It might be pretty good, but overall I think that I actually liked the previous Assassin's Creed gameplay content, and if they're gonna try and, it's not like necessary to completely get rid of it and make it a brand new engine. They don't have to necessarily destroy it and go for something new. They can keep it, try and vamp it up, and yeah, pretty much these are my thoughts and opinions on having no recycled content in Assassin's Creed Empire. So the next detail of gameplay for Assassin's Creed Empire that we've received is that the game will have a Witcher 3 feel. Now, I haven't played Witcher 3, so I can't really say what Witcher 3 the feel was, but from the gameplay and all the videos that I've seen on Witcher 3, it is an RPG game, and the gameplay in that game is amazing. Essentially, you can go and discover everything, the kill motions, all the animations, they're absolutely pinpoint, and if the gameplay in Assassin's Creed Empire is rumored to be a Witcher 3 feel, it would mean that it could become the best Assassin's Creed game. For the fact that Witcher 3 had that feeling that you could go anywhere you wanted to, it was a humongous map, the enemies were just right for what weapons you had, and yeah, pretty much the gameplay to be rumored Witcher 3 is a pretty good thing, since Witcher 3 is the best next gen game. And for Assassin's Creed Empire to be said to have a Witcher 3 feel is really amazing. Another thing that I'd like to see is that Witcher 3 had that combat leveling system where your weapons would become stronger as you leveled up, and Assassin's Creed 1 also had that. As you moved up in the story, you would have better weapons, and yeah, pretty much the beginning of the story was pretty hard and then it became easier as you got more weapons. So I'd actually want that to be in the game. So overall, my opinion on the game having a Witcher 3 style is that it's actually pretty good. To be able to be hailed as a game that has a Witcher 3 feel is absolutely amazing, and I'm really hyped for Assassin's Creed Empire for the fact that it is going to be a Witcher 3 feel. So the third detail that we're going to be talking about is that horses and ships will return, but there will be no naval combat. So my opinions and thoughts on horses returning and ships returning is that I absolutely love the fact that horses are returning. Horses was such a major part of Assassin's Creed in AC1, the Ezio trilogy, AC3. They were so much fun, and they were the main way to travel. I hated the fact that they got rid of it in Black Flag. I think it could have been really good, but for the fact that ships were the main travel, it was like sort of iffy putting horses in there. But they got rid of it. I kind of was pretty sad. And then Unity, they got rid of it. Syndicate, they got rid of it. And I'm not sure about Rogue if they got rid of it. I'm pretty sure they don't have horses. But for the fact that horses is coming back in an Egypt setting is absolutely amazing, and kind of ties in with the historical part of Egypt. And I think with horses returning, there could be a full different style to the gameplay, because horses are amazing. Also, ships returning is a sort of iffy for me, because Egypt isn't about sea naval warfare and all that. Ships, I think, will be a one-off cameo. It will be like AC3, where there was only like one mission, and when you control the ship. And for the fact that there's no naval combat, kind of reinforces that. It might just be one mission or something that, like an end game content, because I don't really want it to be part of the game, because ships aren't characteristic of Egypt. So overall, my opinions on horses and ships returning to the game, and ships having no naval combat, is that horses are absolutely amazing. The fact that they're returning absolutely creates joy in my head and makes me more hyped for the game. And ships returning is an alright thing, but kind of doesn't suit the setting of Egypt, and I don't know how they're gonna go with that. But if they put in ships in the game, it's more the merrier. So moving on to the next thing. So moving on to the second last detail regarding Assassin's Creed Empire gameplay, is that Empire is being developed by the same guys who created Black Flag. So my opinions on that is that it's absolutely good. I think Ubisoft Montreal created Black Flag. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. But Ubisoft Montreal created a good game, Black Flag, and I'm kind of happy to see that it's not someone like Unity developers creating Empire. It just means someone who has created a successful game who might even create an even more successful game in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So the fact that Ubisoft Montreal is creating Black Flag kind of reinforces the detail of why they are putting ships in the game. They probably thought Black Flag had ships and it was such a successful part that putting it in Empire would be even more successful, but Ubisoft Montreal putting that in the game is pretty bad, and they could try and focus their efforts and time onto making the game better and putting it into something different. So Black Flag, they absolutely, Ubisoft Montreal created the absolute essence of West Indies, and I believe they'll do that again in the setting of Egypt. So overall, my opinions on Ubisoft Montreal creating Assassin's Creed Empire is that it is pretty good to see a successful developer creating Empire. It just makes me feel more hyped to see everything going the good way for Assassin's Creed Empire, that good developers are creating such an amazing game. So yeah, pretty much. Moving on to the last detail. So moving on to the final detail regarding Assassin's Creed Empire gameplay is that there will be no co-op. My initial thought of this is that it was absolutely bad. Like, I hated the fact that there was going to be no co-op in Assassin's Creed Empire, and I will hate it throughout when I play Assassin's Creed Empire. For the fact that Syndicate didn't have co-op, I thought it was just a glitch. And now Empire doesn't have co-op. I feel really sad. The idea of co-op in Unity was really it was such a cool idea to be able to play Assassin's Creed with your friends, and I was nearly gonna get it, but then I was gonna wait for the reviews, and I saw how bad the reviews were, and I was like, stuff this game. But co-op was probably the only thing. The idea, maybe not the gameplay as much, but the idea of co-op in the game, and they try to make a really good co-op with heists and missions. It was really fun, and the fact that there's going to be no co-op in Empire just fully angers me, and that's why I put it to the last. It's a really bad thing in my opinion. Some people might say, oh, that's good, they can probably put more time and effort into the story and the actual game. But co-op is such a fun thing to do with your friends. It was such a fun idea. They got rid of it in Syndicate. I was kind of sad, but then they put I thought they were gonna put it back in Assassin's Creed Empire, but now they're not. So I'm really sad. Maybe there'll be PvP multiplayer. We're not sure about that. You know, the disguised sort of multiplayer that's been in every single Assassin's Creed game, which I think is really boring. And if they're gonna put multiplayer in the game, just get rid of it, please, and put your effort into the actual story. And if they're gonna like maybe squeeze in co-op, please do try your hardest, Ubisoft Montreal, to put co-op in there. It was such a fan favorite in Unity, and Unity would have been the worst game ever made if there wasn't any co-op. So overall, I am completely shattered and astonished at the fact that there is no co-op in Assassin's Creed Empire. So yeah. So sadly, we've come to the end of this video. If you could drop a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. If you could subscribe if you're enjoyed, that would be really appreciated. So in this video, I kind of talked to you guys about the newest details regarding gameplay for Assassin's Creed Empire. They were no recycled content, Witcher 3 feel, horses and ships will return but no naval combat. Empire is being developed by the same guys who created Black Flag, and there'll be no co-op. And I kind of discussed and shared with you guys my thoughts and opinions on these new details. So what I'd also like to say at the end of this video is that I could have talked about more things, like the map being 3 times the size of Black Flag and how that could have impacted the gameplay. Pet Eagle to the command, that's the sort of thing that I could have talked about. Yeah, pretty much those sort of things I could have talked to you guys about, but the video would have been way too long, and that's been a sort of criticism on my videos, the videos being way too long. And I felt these 5 things that I talked about were the most important things and the most important newest details that we've received. So if you could drop a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. If we can get this video to 15 likes, that'd be really appreciated. If you could subscribe, it'll motivate me to create brand new content for you guys. And yeah, pretty much, if you could leave in the comment section what you thought of the details and what you think the details are, and I'll leave a link in the description for all the details, the details that I discussed in this video, and the extra details that I didn't have enough time to discuss to you guys about. So this has been Mr. Desma, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
That I'm at an all-time low.